Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Time to go over the new Team of the Week for NHL 21, and we've got some interesting cards that could be potential powerhouses to look into. As always, I just need to remind you guys, if you ever have any Hut questions or anything like that, check out my Who Should You Choose video, leave a comment, and then every morning I go through the prior video and answer all the comments. Or if you need to answer a little bit quicker, just visit me on Twitch. I start streaming at 10 a.m. Eastern Time every single day. So guys, let's get into this week's Team of the Week. All right, so we will kick things off with the 83 Josh Bailey, 6'1", 200. Going to be playing wing for you, obviously, with only 76 faceoffs, although does have the Thief synergy, which I'm not a huge fan of, but if certain players have it, stick checking has now I've noticed it's become so important. The way that the stick checking stat actually works, it helps with when you actually tap R1. Something that I've come to notice is that it's really overpowered because it auto locks on to the puck. So if the faster the stick checking stat, or the higher the stick checking stat, the faster the stick will actually move to attack the puck. Also increases the speed when you hold out the defensive skill stick. So it is a very important stat. So if you are able to get Thief, it bumps his faceoffs up to 81, which makes him a viable center, which I think would be a little bit better position for him. Again, I've said this numerous times, you want speed on the wings, and without distributor, 84 speed is kind of under where I want the threshold to be. Including his shot just kind of under 85 is a little ho-hum, but all of his hand stats at 85 and above isn't bad, so an all-around decent card. I think this really depends if you have the Thief synergy or not. Then we've got the 86 overall, John Tavares, and, you know, he's always kind of one of the overlooked cards in Hockey Ultimate Team, and again, it's usually because of how slow he is. With the Gladiator synergy, it's not going to help him with that by any means. However, his shot is really good at 90 accuracy for slap shot, 93 or 92 with power. With the Gladiator synergy, it bumps up to 92. Wrist shot right around the same spot as well. The one thing I will say is that speed from the center position isn't all that necessary. Again, just how you play the game, and a slower center, if you're breaking the puck out with your center, you know, you can afford to go a little bit slower. It means you're controlling the rush. You're not flying down the boards. You combine that with the fact he's got 84 faceoffs, which is pretty good. All of his hand stats are at 91. This is a low-key, really nice card. And again, if you get the Gladiator synergy, not one that I totally recommend, but boosting his defensive awareness to 90 and then his body checking and strength up as well, just makes him a little bit better as a center, but not a bad card by any means. Then we've got the 84 overall, Jamie Benn, 6'2", 209. And again, same kind of situation. You're going to have to use him on the wings. Faceoffs are only 73. Without a speed synergy, just not someone I want to target. You combine that with the fact he's got mediocre shot, even with Light the Lamp on. There's just a lot better left-handed winger cards, and if I were to pack this, it would be an instant sell for me. Moving on to the 83, Michael Backlund with the Wingman synergy, boosting up his acceleration, which is nice. I will say this about him. You're going to have to use him on the wing again. 74 faceoffs, not good. Stick checking and a defensive awareness above 85 is really nice. Speed, again, right on that cutoff at 84, but really low shot. Just not a good combination. He is 6'1", which means he'll be good in the defensive zone, but this one would be an avoid as well. Then we've got the 83, Pierre-Luc Dubois with the shutdown synergy. And again, same kind of situation, just the build you want for center. You can get away with the slower cards. He's only got 82 speed, which is, you know, okay for centerman, but his faceoffs are only 71, meaning you're going to have to put him on the wing. And, you know, the size is elite and the shot isn't bad, but, you know, there's a lot better left-handed wingers that are smaller that you could use for sure. So it's just not a big fan of this card either, and this would be a sell for me if you were to pack him. And then finally, we've got the 84 Ryan GETZLAF. And again, disappointing here that his faceoff rating is only 82. However, that is still usable. 80 speed is tough, but again, center is fine, and his size is elite. So in the defensive zone, he's going to be just fine. So if you're looking for a, you know, if your wingers are, let's say you have Lafleur, or maybe it's a bad example, but let's say you're looking for that second-line center or third-line center on a free-to-play team, and you've got quick wingers, maybe you've got the base Kucherov on one side, that kind of thing. This could be an okay card to pair with them. Again, you can get away with the fact that he's slower because he is a center. 82 faceoffs is anything above 80 is good right now. But the passing playmaker synergy, I'm not a huge fan of either, so I think that I would sell this card if I was to pack him, as well as avoiding him. him, but, you know, it's not a bad option, again, just from the size alone. And then in the bottom pairing lines, we've got Drake Batherson, who does have the howitzer synergy. Keep in mind of these ones, guys, because there's a lot of players that are just putting silver cards in their lineup to get the howitzer synergy or distributor or speedster, which is okay. But if you can get cards like this, 6'3" with howitzer, you know, it's going to be a lot better than those silver cards you get. Actually, to be honest, with the howitzer synergy on and his size, this is actually a pretty decent card other than his accuracy. So keep that in mind. But that's an important card. Sam Annis with the Light the Lamp synergy, not a fan. Seth Griffith, and then we've got OZZY WIESBLATT from my San Jose Sharks. Love that, but not someone that you're going to be able to use. E2, Koivistonen, and then Dennis Malgin. Again, those ones are hard avoids as well. On defense, where things get a little bit interesting, we've got a huge Victor Hedman, huge in stature and in overall, at 86 overall, bumped up with the howitzer synergy again. So this makes him one of the best left-handed defensemen in the game. Again, I always prioritize speed right now over defenseman, but if you have distributor as well as howitzer, you're in really good shape here with a 6'6" defenseman with 89 speed and, you know, a 91 on the shot power with 81 accuracy. Combine that with his 90 defensive awareness, 90 stick checking. This, just off the top of my head, is the best card in the top 3 among left defensemen. I still think he's behind Paul Coffey. I still think he's behind Heiskanen, but I think he bumps Scott Niedermayer out in terms of just because in the defensive zone, he's so elite with his size. And you could pair him with Rob Blake, who has speedster synergy and distributor, and somehow he can get up to 89 skating, which is nuts as well. I have him, and that is just a gigantic D pair that has an, you know, really high 80s in speed. So this is a very, very high-end card and one I would target for sure if you're one of the, you know, the Hut Rich. Then we've got the 84 Cale Makar. Draft comparison here at only 5'11". Does have the Magician synergy, which I like because he is, you know, in real life just so good with the puck. Not one that I focus on, though, but his shot is okay. He almost has a winger. He has winger's shot in terms of like what the overalls are. So he's not going to have that booming slapper from the point, but he's got a nice wrister and things like that if you're someone who likes to walk in from the point. A really good pairing, to be honest with you, with Hedman if you're going to use a right-handed defenseman. 89 speed is elite with distributor up to 92. The thing I don't like is his defensive awareness is only 83, and you're not going to be able to bump people off the puck in your own zone with him very well. Stick checking at 87 is also really nice, but a really, really good right-handed card. I don't think he cracks into the top 4 or the top 3 in my opinion. It's still the Lit Carlson, the 86 Chelios, and the 86 aforementioned Rob Blake. Moving on down to the guys who aren't able to use Unforged, Eric Jelena and Nolan Zajac. Again, the synergies are just not going to be able to take advantage of. And Philip Ronick, an 82 overall. Let's take a look at him. 80 speed and the Gladiator synergy. Just not going to be able to use him. That would be an instant sell for me. And then Benedict Cole. In net, we have another big-time goaltender. We've got the 6'3" Andrei Vasilevsky. Now, the 86 version was one that was heavily targeted and a very good card. However, a lot of people go to him over Price. I think Price is better than his other card. But at 87 overall and 6'3", that new goalie cap on stats, because he's smaller, the stats go higher, and because he's already like the highest rated goaltender, this might be the best goaltender in the game right now. Again, I really appreciate the comments for anyone in the comment section that get to try out these goalie cards, because I don't get to try out a ton of them. Problem is that he doesn't have distributor, so balance isn't a really great synergy, and unless, you know, if you're able to get that Crosby and you activate another distributor, then maybe, because then you can have one goaltender that doesn't have it. But definitely a very, very interesting goaltender card in the 87 Vasilevsky. And then we've got Oskari Setinen, not one you're going to use, has a spark synergy, so this one will be a pass as well. So, guys, that is going to do it for the Team of the Week. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And please subscribe. We're closing in on 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Unbelievable. And check me out on Twitch, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Link is down below. Have a good one, guys.